Long rides using scooter or motorbike is a popular activity in the Philippines and usually done in large groups. We were told we would have a great ride from Coron to Busuanga and have a few stops on some spots in between. I searched online and found this motorbike rental shop and says it's the best in town. And sure enough, their deals are actually good. So off we go. It's almost 100 kilometers of road to explore from Coron down to the far end of Busuanga. And once you reach Busuanga, this is where the good part starts. You get overlooking views, hills from both sides of the road, the sea, the mountains. Then the roads are in great condition, which makes your ride steady. And there's barely no vehicle you'll encounter that we even pass by a monitor lizard casually walking in the middle of the road. The best part, I think, is the quality of air in Busuanga. You can feel and smell it. Almost zero air pollution. There are several tourist spots you can check along the way, but we only ended up visiting 2, as we had limited time to explore because we started the trip early afternoon. The first spot we checked is Malbato Chapel. This chapel is still in Coron and on a hill, so it will require climbing up the stairs. The church is small and simple and made of stones and seashells. What's nice about it is you'll get a nice overlooking view of the sea in front and hills on the side. And the place is quite serene that it would be a good place for recollection, meditation, or saying a little prayer for the religious ones. More or less 30-minute ride from Malbato Chapel is the other spot we checked, which is the Concepcion Falls. We stop on the signage of the falls and we just park on the side of the road without fees and just the trust of the locals' honesty that the bike will still be there when we go back.
Okay, dito kami ngayon on the way to Concepcion Falls. So 10 minutes trekking lang daw. Nandun na sa falls. So, tignan natin kung 10 minutes yun. So medyo matarik pababa. Ito na ang falls. Actually less than 10 minutes lang yung trekking.
When we think of a waterfall, we usually envision it as a big falls in terms of height, and this one is not. But although small in height, the amount of water that flows through it is massive, and you'll feel it once you go under it. The water is clear and clean, and I don't know if it's because we were under the sun for hours already, but the water is just so refreshing when we took a dip. There are also friendly locals you can have fun with. It's almost sunset and we had to head back already as it's over an hour ride back to Coron town, and we plan to check a few restos and cafes. We decided to have dinner on a resto outside the busy outskirts of the town. Although it seemed like that this resto have a good deal, but they're not as busy as the other restos around the area. It's the owner who attended to us, who's a retired overseas Filipino worker and says he's just starting on his business. We agreed to order what he recommended and we only paid around 1,200 total for all of this. What a treat. And we were so much satisfied of what we had and paid for. We spent the rest of our last night in Coron checking other bars and cafes and just feeling elated for our whole stay, as we had zero bad experience and only good ones in Coron. And every day of our stay was just fun and full of amazing natural wonders. That is Coron. in Busuanga.